May we please now have quiet before we start the questioning?
Cracking up.
Now, may I ask you all to please keep the noise right down, or else everybody in the room has got to hear the questions, and the only way they're going to do it is if you are all quiet. Can we have the first question then, please? Right.
It doesn't matter.
I like to come back as a tree.
Does it?
Well, I would, you know.
Yep. Yes.
We can't play it. We can't play it.
I mean, we don't really want to, we want to play our stuff.
Yes.
You're on the air, lady.
Will each of you make films alone individually, like John has just been offered a part alone in a film for the first time?
Yeah, that's it. You just repeat it.
Yeah, but it's still not going to help, actually, because we've still got too much noise in the room, actually. I mean, the question is that John is making a solo film. Will each of the other Beatles follow suit and make solo films, right?
It depends if anybody asks us to do something, and if we think it's worth doing, and if we'd like to do it. There's a possibility.
Next question, please.
You get
Yes?
a few offers from Walt Disney now.
Business with your remarks, you seem to have upset people over something so much. Do you figure it's a big tempest over nothing, or a lot of foolishness?
Well, it's not over nothing now, because it is something. But there weren't as many people upset as I was led to believe. I'm not so seriously upset.
Do you figure that this is one of the reasons you haven't been drawing as well on this trip?
Nothing to do with it.
Pardon?
I don't think it's anything to do with it. I don't think we're drawing any less than we expected, whether this had started or not.
Yes.
Not really.
Gentlemen, care to comment on the fact that the Ku Klux Klan is going to picket you tonight because...
Well, there's nothing to say about them.
John, are you writing a book of children's stories?
I've thought about it, but they don't always turn out like children's stories, you see. So when I've got enough that are like children's stories, I'll stick them together, and the other ones won't be for children.
Are they the same style?
I suppose so. I can't do it any other way so far.
Yes.
Mr. Lennon, have you read James Joyce?
Yes, since.
Mr. Lennon, what do you think of the remark that people have been saying that you made the remark about Jesus to get publicity for your night?
Well, that is one of the most stupid versions of it. Because that's not a publicity stunt at all. Yeah. They don't need that publicity. Not like that.
Can I add to that article was originally published in England last March, so it has nothing to do with the, pre-tour. Yes.
I would like to ask Mr. McCartney, I understand that they have set aside some time during this American tour for a vacation. What are your plans for that?
I didn't know we had actually, but
You got 4 days off.
well, just sit around and swim and sit around.
What would be your favorite part of the country in which to take off?
Well, I think we'll be in Los Angeles for it, and that's nice and sunny.
Gentlemen, what's the idea of the yellow submarine come from?
Well, you see,
Really is.
I don't know. I was going to sleep one night, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a children's song like the children's songs you used to have, which
In
you
the
don't
old
get.
days.
Like sort
And
of
it was
barking.
nice.
That is John in the background. Is that you?
Barking, that's
John
me, yes.
barking, yeah. Cheers.
Thank you.
Yes.
What do you think of Prime Minister Wilson's stabilization policy?
That's what policy?
Don't think much of it, but good luck to him if he can do it.
What policy?
I would like to ask
Stabilization for the pound policy. Yes, I'll do
Mr.
that.
Harrison, we have seen some trends in your music, especially since the guitar, to to get away from the usual sounds in beat music, do you see a trend in the whole field of beat music, and if so, which way is this trend going?
Well, I don't know. It depends on the people making the music. I can only talk for myself, and myself is very interested in Indian music, and I'd like to continue learning it and using it in our music.
Well, I've tried singing some of my stories, but it doesn't work. I've thought of it, it might work one day, but I tried it, somebody said that, so I went home and sang a bit of the book, and it's soft.
Yeah.
The Time Magazine wrote some sinister meaning into the song Norwegian Wood. I wonder if you could tell me what you had in mind when you wrote it.
Exactly what it says in the lyrics, which is nothing.
Yes.
Gentlemen, would you consider going to entertain American troops in Vietnam?
I wouldn't like to go near Vietnam, actually.
Do you think you're largely responsible for London being late?
It's nothing to do with us.
Very bad.
John, on August the 23rd, this is your 70th anniversary.
Is it? Thanks.
You're also appearing at Shea Stadium after you. How do you feel about appearing away from your wife?
Well, I mean, anniversary is just another day, really,
Yes.
I'd like to put the same type of question to George. How do you feel about being away from radio so long?
Well, you just get used to it, don't you?
Sure. Kid
If I'd like to ask Paul, if you were surprised when the album covers were today and yesterday was drawn in America.
No, I don't know. We just did that photograph because we had a photographic session and the photographer said, put this meat on you. And we just sat there and he photographed us and they said, well, that'll do for the American album cover. So we didn't complain, and then everyone else complained, so we said, terrible idea.
We didn't like it enough to support it.
If it had been a better photograph of the same subject, we might have stuck up for it. But it was a lousy photograph anyway, really, and the photographer knows it too, so he won't be hurt,
But it wasn't your idea.
No,
No,
it wasn't a very good one.
We just go along with things though.
A bit unsubtle.
How's your tube with a minor automobile accident?
Fine, thanks. How's yours?
Fine.
All right.
I just, the Associated Press, I think, yesterday, found a story from the Vatican saying that the official Vatican newspaper defended your statement. Have you seen it?
I've seen a similar version to what you're talking about in a paper. Well, if it makes other people feel better, it'll make me feel better.
Good, thank you.
Double think.
To anyone, are you going to do a tour of England this year?
Probably, yes. I'm sorry, Ringo, you're going to speak.
No, I nearly spoke. I'll just take the photos.
Because it revolves.
We all hope you'll be around for a while, but what happens when the Beatles are no longer the Beatles, gentlemen?
We'll just be four people. A bit strange, but
Any plans to work or just retire?
Well, this is work, isn't it?
I mean, after this is over.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
do something.
we'll work together musically, at least, probably, for quite a bit.
Got to do something.
I'd like to direct a question here to John and Paul. Have you ever thought of writing for a musical, Broadway musical?
We thought about it.
And if you did, what type of subject?
All Broadway musicals are the same, especially the baritones.
Paul and John. Now, come on, George, come on.
Well, I wouldn't allow them to write a Broadway musical.
No, I don't think, we've thought about it, we've never got down to it.
The only thing is, if we did,
No, we probably would never get that. I don't know, I don't fancy it anyway.
no, if we did one, we'd try and. The only thing is, it's difficult trying to think of something that isn't 50 years out of date, like most of the others.
What kind of subject?
Fun?
Go on.
Sorry? Well, a song like Hello Dolly could have been, even though it was good, nothing against it. It could have been a hit 50 years ago. It was in the 50 years ago style. And it's 50? Yeah, I think so. And it's a bit silly making musicals of that era now. It should be up to date.
Gentlemen,
By now.
what have you
found to be the biggest drawback in being the Beatles? Hacking or the...
Interpretations of what you say. Really.
What makes you say that?
I don't know, it just came into my head.
Yes.
Has Ringo lost weight, and have you been sick in the last week? How are you yourself?
I'm fine. No, I'm, same old 2 stone 5. No, I'm just fine. I'm just resting.
In the song Eleanor Rigby, there's a verse that speaks about priest Father Mackenzie. I would like to ask Paul and John together, they wrote the song. It says Father Mackenzie is writing a sermon that no one will hear. Does this have any meaning? Does it mean that God is dead? What did you have in mind when you wrote it?
It just means what it says, it's a story. When somebody else makes up a story, nobody goes into it and says, he's against everything in the world. If you make up a story, it's just a story. But when you write a song, it seems to take on a different meaning. Anyway, that was just a story, that's all. And it means he's not a very successful vicar,
John, what do you think about Dylan?
I think he's good.
You said that after the downfall, you'll just be 4 different people. Do you consider yourself now individual people or just 4 people in a group?
They always have,
We've never believed the myth of the Beatles as being like 4 little puppets. No, we don't believe that. So, we'll just be the same people as we've always been. That's all.
I have read conflicting reports about your next movie, and you might have answered it earlier, but I didn't get you well at first. Do you still want to do a Western? No.
No, that's out. It's been out a long time. That's nothing to do with it. It was just this. We just suddenly decided it was the wrong way, going the wrong way in films, doing a big Western. No. Same category, really. Possibly.
An epic.
Yes.
It's the Bible.
A number of our readers would like to know that of all the people you have met over the years, royalty, other singers, other singing groups, fans who just met in the street, whom would you like as a group best?
Who would you like in the war?
Oh, it's a hard one, isn't it? We've met a lot of people,
Reporters.
Many prominent church leaders say the church as an institution, an organization, is going to die or completely change. Is this the type of thing you had in mind, or do you think this is going to happen?
I think it ought to happen, or it should happen, or it will change the wrong way for them. Well,
It should happen.
It should happen, it should change,
That it changes.
And
Or
it's
else-
good that they've noticed.
I'd like to take the last 3 questions. First one.
In England, is there much of a camaraderie between you and the other popular singers? And do you ever get together with other groups and discuss music?
Yes, there's quite a lot. There's no reason for us to hate other groups or be jealous of other groups. In the same way, from their side of it, so we all get on very well. No one's jealous. We all sell records. Yeah, we talk about it.
Will you incorporate more and more ethnic sounds into your music, such as Israeli, Russian, Greek, Irish?
No, we're not running around looking for sort of little ethnic things from different countries to bring into the music. We just happened across Indian music accidentally, as it were, and that we took an interest in it. But it's possible, but we haven't thought of that.
Yes.
Recently, have you seriously considered breaking up?
That's what you mean by breaking up. We haven't actually thought, the time has come for us to break up, but we've realized the possibility of, our breaking up as an actual sort of natural progression. Because we can't go on forever like this, so we've got to think now and prepare for, if it did happen, which it should, it's got to sometime.
Realistically, then you are considering an actual progression.
Yeah, how long it'll take,
we
nobody
can't
knows.
consider it any other way because it's not going to go any other way. It's going to progress and just end up as something. And we think about it now so that we're not at a loss when it does happen.
John, how did you begin filming the movie?
Pardon?
When did you begin filming the picture you're going to
4 days after I get home from this tour. I don't know.
September the 5th.
The 4th,
September the 5th.
Yeah, roundabout.
Gentlemen, other than John Lennon, do you think Mr. Lennon's religious comment had anything to do with your audience attendance?
No.
I mean, it doesn't matter what he thinks about religion or what any of us thinks, really, to us. It happens to matter to other people, and we've learnt that bit.
The audiences are not little, I don't know what papers you're reading, but, ask the promoters what tickets are selling. The audiences are big and fine enough for us.
This must be the last question, please.
Question for Ringo. After naming your first son Zach, what name would you like to come up for a second son?
Well, I don't know.
Vim.
I don't know, I haven't thought of it. Maybe a girl.
Zacharine.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.
Is that the end? Thank you.